Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Rhythmika and you've reached Natural Vibrations. This is another pick a card reading. This is a quick Christmas advice for you. Merry Christmas to those of you who are watching who are watching my channel. Of course, you can always use these messages at any time you watch this video. It doesn't have to be just on Christmas, but this is a little Christmas gift from me to you. And I also want to just thank all of you for supporting me all this whole year and for being by my side and helping my channel grow. It really does mean a lot to me. So let's start off. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Take a minute, decide which one you want. Alright, so we're going to start with pile number 1. You can pause the video if you need longer. What is your Christmas advice from the universe? A child's love. The love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. Inner temple, devotion, tune into your portal of your heart. An age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Beautiful. Okay, so what this is telling me is that, okay, of course, this has to do with your inner child. Okay, those of you watching this, if you have a child of your own, this Christmas, you might be a good time for you to connect with your children. Connect with them, sort of understand who they're all about, get close to them. But what I'm really getting from this is that it's more about your inner child, all right? The universe is saying that you have, excuse me, now is the time for you to sort of be more connected to the universe. The inner temple and the age of light are both talking about how you have been training for this for a lifetime. You know what you have to do. You've been trying to do this for a very, very long time. And a part of you may have already started the journey, but some of you are not really giving it your whole. And what you need to do is that you need to basically connect to Mother Earth, connect to the divine, all right? It's all about devotion. Your devotion to the divine right now is what needed. You need to start connecting with your inner child to God, to Mother Earth. Let's put it that way. This can be done in two ways. You can start grounding yourself. You can start meditating. You can start doing healing work, lying on the sand, hugging a tree. At the same time, you need to connect with the divine above, which comes from meditation, healing work. The universe is saying is that this is the time to work. Christmas is all about, the resurrection of Christ, and birth of Christ and everything. And at the end of the day, what's all about is that you need to take care of your inner child. You need to take care of how your birth, your birth on this planet of existence, if that makes sense, your consciousness. You need to take yourself as a child. You need to treat yourself as a child, and you need to take care of your connection to your parents. Now remember, this could be physical connection to your parents here, but it also talks about connection to the divine. And I know I'm not saying it correctly. I'm not being able to find the right word, so I really apologize. You are made of stardust. You are more than just this body. You are more than just the family you were born into. You got to obviously connect with the family you're born into, but you got to connect with your celestial family as well. And this is the right way of putting it. The universe right now is asking you to do that work. They're telling you that you have been training for this for a lifetime. This is what you're here to do. To come into your power, to connect with your celestial parents. And I don't mean dying. I mean by meditating and coming into your power, coming into what you're meant to be. All right? It's all about your inner child right now, as well as, your role as a child in someone's life. All right. Next step. Card number 2. Pile number 2, sorry. I don't know what's happening. I can't really speak today. It's so weird. Stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be victor. So this Christmas, pile number 2, you need to start standing your ground. You need to stand up for what you believe is right. You gotta stand up for what you believe is just. Okay? You cannot be afraid. You will be victorious when you stand your ground and stand up for what's right. A mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond can never be broken. Now, if you guys have your mothers around, this is the time for you to sort of connect with her again, reconnect with her, and grow that bond. For those of you that are whose mothers have passed on, this is a great time for you to know that no matter what, your mother is always watching over you, and you can always connect with her by talking to her in the 5D. You can always talk to her at any time. She's always watching over you. She knows how much you love her, either which way. And then you've got fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. Now is the time. This time is not the time for you to be doing too much, rather than filling up yourself with love and refueling yourself, because you are a tired soul. This could be that you really need your mommy right now. Sometimes you just need your mom. You just need the love and affection you really need. You've been so tired and so exhausted, and you don't want to compromise your belief, but at the same time, you feel tired. So the universe is saying that at this Christmas time, might be a good idea for you to relax a little bit. Don't overdo it. Don't overstress yourself, and just rest. And everything else will work itself out. All right, guys, this was for pile number 2. Pile number 3, your Christmas advice is, we only have 2 cards. Self-sabotage. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it is not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It is that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. This Christmas, try not to sabotage yourself, all right? Things are not as bad as they seem. Things are, your inside world is a reflection of your outside world. So anything you want to happen is possible. By thinking negatively, by being in the lower vibration, you tend to derail it before you can even move forward, before anything can even happen, all right? And star mother, can you mother yourself? This is asking yourself, this is telling you. Now remember, it's this Christmas time, it's all about the mother looking or watching over her child. But at the same time, this is telling you, maybe some of you feel like you haven't got the kind of love and affection from your mom or a parental or a mother figure. And you feel empty inside. And the universe is saying that just because you couldn't get that from somebody else doesn't mean you can't give yourself that. All right? If you're lacking something within that other people have to give you, you can always give yourself that. There's some people who are like, my mother never loved me. I never got the kind of support from my parents. My aunt never gave this to me. Well, that's fine. But what is underneath that? What do you truly want? You wanted love. You wanted acceptance. You wanted, affection. Whatever it is that you want, you can be that person for yourself. You can be the mother. You can give yourself whatever it is that you want. Just if you stop sabotaging yourself, and the way to stop sabotaging yourself is to not to think of yourself as a victim. You're not a victim. Just because you didn't get anything you wanted or everything you wanted in life doesn't mean that you can't give yourself that. Doesn't mean that things cannot change right now. They can, but it's only your mind that's stopping you. You're like, how can I give myself love? That's your own mind that's stopping you. That's your own mind. Stop sabotaging yourself and give yourself everything that you ever wanted that you couldn't get from other people. And things will work itself out. All right, guys, this was a quick reading. Merry Christmas. Take care. Bye.